Okay, hello and welcome everybody to this meetup. So today we have a great speaker, Pedro Noronha, Industrial IoT Product Manager at Connecting Software, sharing with us an incredible topic of blockchain and industrial robotic automation together. That's fascinating. Really looking forward to hearing from you, Pedro. With no further hesitation, I'll leave it to you to do the due introduction. You are the only speaker today, so the session is for you. The invite for everybody is always to put your question in the chat or just unmute yourself and ask directly in voice. I'm sure we have plenty of time for asking plenty of questions. And then at the end, we'll close with announcement for what's coming next in the next months. All right, so Pedro, over to you and good luck.
Thank you, Stefano. Thank you for having me once again. So my name is Pedro Noronha and I'm a product manager at Connecting Software, working with our industrial IoT solutions. I was in this webinar past December, where I was talking to you a little bit about what were our plans for the future. And now I have something more concrete to show you. So today's topic is blockchain in industrial robotic automation. And what I will do is show two of our products, talk to you very quickly about what they are, and then show you a demo about how everything comes together. In Connecting Software, we believe that in today's ever-changing world, the industrial ecosystem needs to be flexible and agile enough to take advantage of new technology quickly. What I will show you reflects exactly this. Our vision to get every machine you own to talk to any software you use. Manufacturing software, business software, doesn't matter, past or future. Okay, so industrial robotic automation. It involves the realization of industrial work using automation systems, robots, etc. Basically, having an automation system that replaces man in the assembly line, always doing the same work in a constant and frenetic pace. A thing that's important is to imbue sensor technology in the robots that are doing this work. This enables the robots to hear, to see, and to feel their environment. And just as important as enabling those robots to feel and hear, it's enabling them to send the information and the data they gather upstream, both to improve processes and to prove report authenticity in case there's a dispute about the machine failure. So, CBD Digital Factory. I talked to you a little bit about this in December. I will do a quick recap. It's our end-to-end solution that combines extremely reliable shop floor connectivity with flexible and safe data integration into any software that you use. Further down this presentation, you will see that it really is any software. It is powered by ConnectBridge, which is our innovative integration platform, and it works like an industrial IoT middleware. It converts simple SQL language into the necessary complex OPC UA calls. For those who don't know or don't remember, OPC UA is a data exchange standard for industrial communication. What CBD Digital Factory does is enables you to stay in your programming language and just focus on what data that you want to obtain from the shop floor. You write simple SQL queries in your application and you can access that data. CBD Digital Factory does all of the backend heavy lifting for you. And blockchain seal. I have this very little sentence here. Trust is the foundation of every business relationship, and blockchain is the future of trust. CB Blockchain Seal is our solution for the issues of data compliance, data storage, data auditability. It's an add-on that allows you to work from a familiar environment, like, for example, SharePoint or the CRM you are using, and seal the documents you have there and thus proving data integrity and authenticity with just one click. By using the blockchain sealing technology together with CBD Digital Factory, you can prove every step of your manufacturing process, or even produce sealed machine reports that are impossible to falsify as frequently as your production needs dictate. Thus, you will have irrefutable proof that nobody interfered in the production process, or that the temperature, raw materials, and any components you had were in that particular state without any deviations at that time in place. So, moving on to the demo. Like I said, I will show you the two solutions that we have been working for. In order to do this, I will be using Factory IO. I don't know if you are familiar with this. It's a factory simulation software. It allows you to design a scene that you would find in an industrial environment and then control it using a programmable logic controller or a PLC. In this specific case, I am sorting these boxes by weights. So I go here to my control panel. I click Start. Boxes started being created. Here we have a scale. According to their weights, they either go right, front, or left. I have a little counter to see where they are going. I am measuring their weights. So not so, but how do I get this data out of here? It's all nice and fun, but what if we want to have this data in our business software? What if we want to do a report and then seal it using blockchain? It's very easy. First thing I did was to program a PLC, a programmable logic controller. It wasn't very hard. I did need to go get my old automation books. After I programmed the PLC, I put it in an OPC UA server. And not only did I put the PLC on an OPC UA server, I connected CBD Digital Factory to this same OPC UA server. What does this do? It allows me to go to the CBD Digital Factory web app and see what's happening in real time. Let me just check something because I believe something bad happened. But let me just do a quick problem debugging. I'm sorry. Just today I set it up and removed it several times. What I'm doing now here? What you see in my screen is the CBD Digital Factory web app. I am checking the weight of the boxes, and I am checking whether or not it's running. What I'm not sure is happening is I click run, but the value here is not changing, which is not good. Let's see if I can do this in a different way. Okay. So I will talk you through what I'm doing. So I have the PLC on an OPC UA server. I am connected to this OPC UA server. Here I have the OPC UA address tree. So it's an address tree that's configured according to the OPC UA way. I want to check weight, so I will add this to my workbench. Not good. Enough for workbench. The PLC is running. This is what you're seeing now is my PLC. This is my PLC code to do what you are seeing in the factory IO. I will try and reset this. Let's do everything from start and see if it works this time. Okay, log in. This is running. Device is connected. Okay. This is the OPC UA server where I have all of my tags. Let's do a quick troubleshooting here. Everything should be working as well. Let me just start here. Here is the value for the weight. Okay. This is working. Good. 5.4. Okay, let's stop it again. I'm very sorry you need to do this with me, but I don't know what I did wrong. Okay, so now what we have to do is connect CBD Digital Factory to this OPC UI server. I will not do the configuration process with you again, but it's very easy. What you need to do is choose from our several connectors. In this case, I would use the CBD Digital Factory connector. I could give it any name I wanted. Copy here the OPC UI server address, then define all the security mode, authentication type. And after that was configured, it would jump to this tab here. So let's see if we can get it to work. This is the server that I already have configured. What we're doing now is browsing the address tree. We're accessing the information that's on the server. Webinar, I called it AAAA because I didn't know what else to do. Wait, I click add to workbench. Ah, okay, good. It's working. Crisis averted. So the same information that I am reading on the OPC UI server, not here, here, this same information, I can also read it with my server. I will turn on the factory IO again. This same information here, I am reading it using CB Digital Factory. This is good. This is what we wanted. Now let's do the next step, which is take this information from out of here. And for example, let's create a report that we can store on the SharePoint. Just finish what I was doing. So in order to do that, I need to add this weight value to a subscription. Just click add to subscription, new subscription. Let's call it weight. Easy. And I will also take these run commands. And I will show you why in a second. I will create a different subscription called start. And there we go. Okay, so after this is here, and not after this is here, I will show you what's the beauty of Connect Bridge and CB Digital Factory. I can right click this, read all monitored items values. And what I will get is an SQL query. And I can put this SQL query into any application. In this case, since I'm a mechanical engineer and I didn't have that many programming classes in college, I only learned Visual Basic. So I created a little Excel file where I can collect the information, but I can also write back to the factory IO. So instead of needing to come here and clicking start, I can click start from my Excel file. So I can do read, but also write commands. And I need to tell you this again. I could use this CB Digital Factory logic from any software that you used. Excel, SAP, Dynamics, any custom application that you have. As long as I have CB Digital Factory connected to an OPC UI server that is reading data from the shop floor, I just copy an SQL code, put it wherever. Okay, so go back to monitored items. So let me just reset it here. Start, stop, reset. Okay. Now I will go to my Excel file. Here I have start my machine. I binded the SQL query to execute the start to this button in Visual Basic. I click it. I think you can listen as well. The machine is running. Okay. And what I will start doing now is collecting that shop floor information. These weights you are seeing here is the weights of the boxes as they go through the scale. Okay. Now I can do anything I want with this information. Really, I could, for example, trigger machine alerts. I can save them on SharePoint. So I will be clicking the Save Report button. And what this Save Report button does is I coupled Connect Bridge, the integration platform, with our SharePoint connector. And I just use a simple stored procedure that says, take these reports these weights here and make a PDF file and store it in SharePoint. I have my SharePoint open here, and this file was a file I created just a few minutes ago. A few seconds ago, with this information that I got here. It's not all of it is information I had at the time I clicked. 571128, everything is here. It's saved to a SharePoint location that I instructed it to. So far, fun. Let's take it to the next level. Imagine for the certain scenario, part of your machine broke. The machine supplier says that it was the client's fault. The client says it was the machine supplier. But imagine that every day you were generating a report and you were storing it on the blockchain. You could ensure 100% trust in data from your clients, your suppliers, your partners, regulators, auditors, everything. And how do we do this? Once again, very easy. We have the reports here on SharePoint, or it could be any other document management software. And then I will use CB blockchain seal to seal these reports in the blockchain. How do I do this? I go to the CB Digital Blockchain Seal web application. Here I have it connected to the SharePoint I am using. I'll walk you through the process. Bear with me. This document is in a folder called Documents. Once again, very original. And I click it. And what I do now is seal all documents. So all documents that are staying in this folder will be sealed. I could use these filters to narrow it down. I could also do it in a way that it's automatically sealing any file that I put there. So the file gets uploaded, it gets sealed. I wanted to show you the process, so that's why I'm not going that way. So if we go to seal history, this is the seal I just submitted. So I just submitted a request to the blockchain that, hey, I have a file that I want to store. And a thing that I need you to understand is we're not storing any files. We're just storing a hash. So it's the highest possible level of security because the information never leaves your network, just the hash that's associated with that file. So what's happened now is our request to submit this to blockchain was accepted. So now I can verify if the file is sealed. We can either do it here on this application, but also have a port of trust where you can just drag and drop your file, and it will say if that file was tampered by anyone, or if that file is not the same as when you sealed it. So I click verify seals. I go here, I open once again the SharePoint documents. I am not 100% sure that this file is sealed already, but because it takes a little bit of time, let's check. I will click verify. It's not sealed yet. If you see details, the seal was requested to be written to the blockchain, but it's still waiting to finish the process. I think it will not take much more than a minute, but we can do it in a bit and see how it is. When the process is finished, you get a message that it's completed, it is working. So this is really what I wanted to show, what we can do using CBD Digital Factory and blockchain seal. It's a very small example. The possibilities are really endless when we are combining such a simple way to gather information and to store it anywhere. There's really a lot that we can do. I think this is it from what I wanted to show you. If you have any questions, I am ready to answer them.
Very good. Thanks, Pedro. One question, you mentioned blockchain. Is it a specific blockchain network that you are using for the solution?
We are doing this using the blockchain. uh, I think we are doing it on the Ethereum blockchain. Mhm.
Mhm.
We are doing it on the bit on the Ethereum, bit on the a bit on the Bitcoin blockchain. But if that's something you are interested, I will get you the complete answer. I know we are using both, but let me get some more data and I'll send it to you and anyone else that's interested.
Perfect, thank you. So if there are any more questions, please feel free to type in here in the chat. Or, as said before, also unmute yourself, asking voice. Let's, let's leave a few minutes for people
Mhm.
to absorb this presentation.
Of course. And if anyone has any specific questions or would like to do a demo, next week I will be free to schedule some small conversations. I don't know exactly what is everyone's that's on this meeting background, but when you want to know someone that has their own small shop, small factory that needs some extra push into Industry 4.0, I'll be very happy to talk with them. I think we have a.
H-
Tell me.
How can people reach out to you? Do you
Ah,
want to share your
yes,
email
yes,
address or
yes. That
something?
was the last bit of my PowerPoint that I forgot to show. I will put my contacts here on the chat. If anyone has any further questions, wants to schedule a meeting with me, that's my contact. Feel free. I would be very happy to talk to you and show you a bit more of what we can do. We have a very powerful platform and we can do a lot. And we're always excited about having new, let's call them crazy projects that challenge us.
Excellent. All right. So I don't see questions in the chat. So I assume this was all for now. So what I want to do is very quickly just going through the list of the upcoming events and then close for the day. So thanks, Pedro, for that, first of all. And
Okay.
then what very quickly. Here we go. Here we are. So we've done this industrial robotic automation with a flavor of blockchain in it. So that's perfect. We are meeting again on May the 20th for a speech from Microsoft on the confidential cloud. Confidential cloud is all about protecting data that is confidential in a Microsoft Azure cloud in this case. And then, as you can see, also the list carries on with additional events already planned for June and July. So we try to diversify content with sport 4.0, so great content about sport innovation, so application that can build a more interactive activity in the sport industry. And then in July, we'll focus on artificial intelligence with a specific touch on the beauty industry. Anyway, stay tuned. We have a lot of content coming in the next month, and I'm sure we're going to have great speakers as well that I will be announcing soon. If there are no other questions for Pedro or for myself or for, um, I would say thank you very much one more time and see you next time. Thanks, Pedro. That was great. And thanks, everybody.
Thank you.